Hey there, I'm Bo Armistead. I am a licensed professional counselor in Birmingham, Alabama, and today I want to talk to you about pain and comparing your pain to someone else's pain. So, for starters, if you would, if you like this video, if you like other videos here, if you would just hit the little subscribe button in the bottom corner and the little indicator that says notify me of new videos, um, you can be notified of new videos. I want to talk about pain and comparing your pain to others. So I work mostly with clients who are living with a past history of trauma and PTSD. And, um, and a lot of times I hear people say, someone's got it worse than I do. My pain's not that bad. My experiences aren't that bad compared to other people's. Um, that may be true, but I hear some really tough things here in my office, and I think, why would you want to minimize that? Why would you want to compare what you've experienced with what someone else has experienced? It's not doing you any good. It's not doing them any good. You're not doing anyone any good. You're making a comparison that's not helpful. Um, Sometimes I use this example of, like, if we're in a car accident together and you break your femur, your leg, and I break my arm, my wrist or something. Your femur may be a more significant break than my wrist, um, but my wrist doesn't feel any better because you have a more significant break. So why? Like, it's not doing me any good. It's not making my arm feel any better to say, oh well, yours is a bigger break. So, gosh, that feels much better now that I've acknowledged that your break is worse. So maybe it's worse, maybe it's not, but comparison doesn't do you any good. Um, what it does to compare is it kind of leads you to a place of saying, I can handle this myself. I don't need any help. I'm good because someone else has it worse than me out there. Again, you're not doing yourself any good. You're sweeping it under the rug. You're saying, I can handle it myself. You're stuffing it. It's still there. It's still going to affect you. It's still going to impact you. And I'm not talking about pain in the physical sense, like a broken arm or leg. I'm talking about pain of your experiences. Um, and those are valid. They're valid. So it's important that you validate your pain and you validate pain of others. Um, this doesn't mean that you walk around complaining about your pain and your experiences, and doesn't mean that if someone talks to you about their pain, you're like, well, mine's worse. You're not comparing that way either. Comparison is not necessary. Everyone experiences things in a different way. So your life experiences compared to my life experiences are going to have us experience even the same event in a different way. Um, it's true too of combat veterans. Some people come home with significant PTSD after experiencing combat. Some people don't come home with PTSD, and some people have a more mild version. So it can be all across the board. Um, Even if someone's experienced the same event, your previous life experiences are going to cause you to experience the impact of that trauma in a different way. Sometimes your DNA, you can carry trauma in your DNA from previous generations. If that's the case, you may experience a traumatic event in a different way. Um, no need to compare how my pain is versus your pain, whose pain is greater or less. You don't want to minimize your pain. Validate your pain, acknowledge your pain, and seek help and healing from your pain. Because there is help. There is real help and hope for healing. But you can't get there if you minimize it, if you stuff it, if you say, I can handle this on my own, their pain must be worse, whatever those things are that you might say. I've heard it said before that if you're drowning in 10 feet of water or drowning in 2 feet of water, you're still drowning. Doesn't matter the depth of the water you're drowning in. So don't compare your pain. Allow yourself to acknowledge your pain, validate it. It's real. It's impacted you, and it's not doing yourself any good or anyone else any good for you to say that it's not as great as theirs or someone else's. So, just take that for what it's worth. Allow yourself give yourself permission to validate your own pain. Again, this doesn't mean that you walk around complaining all the time or whatever. It just means that your pain is real. Your experiences are real. If you need help, seek help. It's okay. It doesn't matter if someone's pain other than yours is greater or less. Your pain is your pain. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully that's helpful for you. If you are experiencing pain, let yourself feel it. Get the help you need. And I hope and pray that you find the healing that you need. from the pain and the experiences that you've had. All right, that's a quick one, but hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.